Hello people, this is PowerRider here with an unboxing. Yeah. So this is September 25th, a day before my birthday. But, well, I guess by the time this gets put out, it's going to be like the middle, I don't know when in October. But, this was going to be part of part 2. But then I was just like, I want to make a dumb title. So, yeah, obviously no one will understand why the title is called The Curse of Amanda Rocco. Why not? So we got a big Nagoya box here. This wasn't even planned. I'll show it when I cut it. This box wasn't planned because I was actually initially just gonna go for smaller stuff. Like this, like with Mandarake, or what I had in mind for this month was just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get like stuff I need to catch up on. Like, okay, maybe I'll get a full bottle set. I'll get some, maybe I'll get an icon or two. And like, yeah, I'll pick up some lock seats and such because I can actually be open about the fact I do have Gaim, but you'll see it later. Yeah, Zryken thought this was gonna come out, or this was gonna come tomorrow, but it actually came today. So you don't want to look out for that. Maybe tomorrow, if the other package comes, Zryken will be in there, because I think well, that box is a lot smaller because the store we got it from barely had anything. So technically, yeah, it would have been nice if Zryken was here, but I'll just cover it. So let's cut to the floor. It's actually difficult cutting to the floor when I'm trying to charge my phone. Anyways, yeah, so this is from Nagoya. Again, it's pretty big. Good on Amanda Rocco. It finally happened. My nail got bent officially. I'm reviewing my nail. I'll show it or close up, but because I don't have a light here. But yeah, when I was trying to rip off the label, it actually bent my nail, which sucks because again, these are my only two lasting nails. Everything else has been eaten. So let's get over with how. I think this box was overall like $270. Just because of all, like, again, this wasn't planned. Because I actually initially wanted to go on Nakano and Sara, but then I was like, oh shoot, this stuff is here, we have to get this. So yeah, thanks Nagoya. I guess they couldn't. Yeah, what we got was too big. Okay, so there's barely any paper. So let's just start. Yep, they just threw everything in here because why not? So let's just cut back to the front. Okay, so here's my nail now and such. I think I missed a layer, but anyways, I forgot to show this in the unboxing of this, but because I ranted for like an hour and a half, I forgot to show this off. And for burn rise, we're going to use Mr. Gosh. I love this so much. I'm not gonna say if you're gonna see more of these in this unboxing. Maybe. Because, again, this is gonna be put out, I don't know, second half of October, so... Like, I know, like, Zryken's at, like, 140 or 160 or so now because of... Well, because, like, you know, this week has been hectic because, you know, 2 birthdays. So, I'm just going to say this now. If these do not contain batteries, we're going to have to obviously order more. And by that point, I'm going to hope I can get the limited version A of Paparazzi, because I absolutely love that song. And I definitely want Run Devil Run, because why not? From the same set where I got Mr. Mister from, because I really appreciate those photo cards. And I just hope that I don't get the same set. If I do, well. Okay, so let's start off with this. Because I think Nagoya just threw this all in. So, okay, first of all, we got the Budo Lockseed and Kamura Ryugen faceplate set. Let me check this. Oh my gosh, the tabs are still in. Ah, thank gosh. I knew Nagoya was the best. Thank you. Thank you, Nagoya. I love you. You're my favorite store. You know you are. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is why I'm actually thankful I got it off of Nagoya. Like, out of all places, thank you, Nagoya. I love you. You're always the best, Nagoya. Okay, so thankfully, Nagoya kept the batteries in these. So, but I want to get I want my SNSD, CDs right now. NOW right now. That's what I'm probably going to check. Next one is the Bujin Gaim set. Zryken was originally, like, because obviously, like, things were getting too costly. Zryken was going to initially, like, get rid of this. I'm like, no, what are you doing? We're still keeping this. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, wait, what are you doing? We're getting this. Like, I'm not letting this down. This was, okay. Like, obviously the prices of these are not great, if I had to be honest, because, like, obviously this was $20, this is $25, so this is already, like, $45. This one, the Lockseed Holder and Pine Lock set. Soon, yep. Okay, so if it has the tab, I think it obviously has those sounds, or batteries. Suica Lockseed. Kiwi Lockseed. Let me check. This one does not have a tab, so... I love you, Nagoya! I love you so much! Okay. Mango? See, I honestly, I don't really need the tabs for... Okay, this apparently came from Amazon Japan, but... I personally don't need tabs for Lockseeds. But they're appreciated. Okay, so here are some randoms. But, Alright, so let's get this over with. So this is the Christmas version of the orange lock seed because I'm scrambling on Christmas stuff. Okay, this one not having batteries, yeah, that makes sense. But okay. Cherry energy. This one. Oh, sweet. Definitely need to replace the batteries. And last but not least, Kachidoki. Yep, after, like, this is a lot smaller. Wow. This one I'll try out. I'll see if we want to be sneaky. So, yep. And then, last but not least, getting these out of the way, because why not? This was the big one. The Genesis driver! Yeah, in some miracle, someone put this up there, and it's like, okay, sure. Let me quickly check how, just like how I did the Sengoku driver, let me quickly check how this is. And thank you for keeping all of that intact, and wow, this is essentially untouched. Yeah, this is untouched. I want to see whether or not this has batteries. It doesn't, but that's fine. Oh, great. Here. The Genesis core unit. So I can do something like this. Ha. So I can take, Yeah, you're dying. Yeah, you're dying. Mix. I apologize for that. Sweet. I just like how you can do this. And because, again, I've had this one for a while. So let's just do it without lights because we were doing on the unboxing. There's a lack of light. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the light. This is a lot smaller than I was expecting. Like, this is a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be. Honestly, the handle's not comfortable. But yeah, this is cool. I can actually, you know, this is cool to actually own this because, as I stated in my Sengoku driver opening, I literally, like, this is all I ever witnessed at my cousin's house. Like, all I was doing literally is just, like, messing with these notches and, like, trying to do something with it. But that's fun. I think it would have been a lot better if the Marin Energy and Genesis Core Unit one actually was modified, but other than that, it's... you can't do anything about it. Should I check whether or not the straps seem good? I'm too eager, so let's just look into this one. And like, yeah, I don't have this to say. So majestic. I guess that's how I'll explain the energy lock seeds. They're majestic. But yeah, so definitely gonna have a lot of fun playing with my Gaim stuff. Now, I'll admit this right now. Despite being the first thing we listed, we forgot to get it, which was the Ichigo lock seed. So, luckily, it's still up for now. And I honestly kind of want to go for it right now, but Zryken is kind of, like, he said to, like, wait for it. Wait for his second paycheck. And if, you know, if we're getting, anything like food related for me on my birthday, it's either that or more albums. These are the least of the things because they're just kind of thrown in here, but we got, I don't think we're missing anything in this package, which is good, but Zryken and I got 2 Sotos of Geo, respectively, so I finally have Geo Trinity after like him being sold out. So I finally have him, and I was going to say he was going to be my last Geo Soto, but then because Temptation, I got Kikai because I love Kikai. He's my favorite future writer, so I wanted a figure of him. And coincidentally, he might possibly be a part of a Sentai because of Zenkaiger. So, yeah, I got 2 Geo Sotos. I want to get featuring Kikai, but at the same time, I'm already gonna have a Psycho grade with Trinity, and I'm gonna be left with 2 of them, so it's just like, what am I supposed to do with 3 Psycho grades and such? And these are Zryken's. So he got the O's armor, which they just packaged like this. And he got Gates Revive Goretsu because he just prefers this form over Shippu. So yeah, so that's it for this box. This box wasn't as random because it's literally just a Gaim haul. It's just that I was so psyched about it that I genuinely forgot to get Ichigo. So yeah, I don't really mind. I'm just happy I do have like essentially all of the individual Lockseed releases. Now I think the Apple set's actually easy of obtaining. So yeah, I think definitely in this video, if we order from Mandarake again, we're definitely getting the Ichigo Lockseed. We're getting the Musou Saber. I think I'm kind of willing on getting that for 30. Gonna see if I can try to get the Apple Rider set. I at least have faceplates that can play all 4 sounds, so that's good. And yeah. Let me stop this. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna just say I don't know how exactly Gaim's gonna be handled, just because I already reviewed the Sengoku driver. I think I'll definitely cover these. And obviously we need Kiwami too. Kiwami was up when I initially first saw these out there. Honestly, this one was the only one that was on, like, these 2 were on the whim, but I mostly wanted to go for these and the Genesis driver. I forgot to mention, the Sonic Arrows are incredibly expensive. It's literally the same price as the Genesis driver, which boggles me. Because I really want Lemon. But, I want Lemon and Matsubo Kuri Energy. I love Kurikage Shin. He's my absolute favorite new generation rider. And I also want Dragon Fruit. I just want all the premium ones. Those ones are cool. But I at least have the individual releases of the Energy Lock Seeds now. Again, I just find it dumb I forgot Ichigo. It's because with the other story, which is Shibuya, we took so long in there because literally Zryken couldn't find anything because there wasn't anything for him. As for these boxes, these boxes, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Because it's just like I decided to opt out because obviously this one I didn't even get a box of Peach, but you're still on. So, yep. And I think we're definitely going to pick up what Zryken initially wanted. And honestly, what I have in mind, I already told Zryken, what I have in mind is that we're going to actually start a buy thing so then I can get my Zet stuff. Because Zet's been obviously difficult trying to get, so I want to try to finish, or I want to try to catch up and such. Yeah, this was a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be. But honestly, it's just, I'm like, yeah, it's nice getting Gaim stuff, but like, I just want to get albums. Because I didn't like really explain it, but it's just like, you know, yeah, as much fun it is for me to get toys and such, I do kind of want to start, like, not necessarily like moving on. I do actually want to start branching out and like collect, you know, I guess start collecting SNSD. Oh, I don't want to say albums necessarily because, you know, there's singles and such. So I want to start doing that, but then I think as I explained in like the mysterious unboxing spectacular, I would personally prefer if I actually did it and not Zryken, like paid for it. That's why I just feel bad whenever like he has to pay for it because like I don't have a bank account. So yeah. Man, I just need Ichigo. Oh yeah, I guess I should explain the prices because I started diving into that. Each of these were $12. The holder was $15. This was $10. This was $15. This was $20. This was $10. I think this was $800. This was $800. This was $10. And Genesis Driver was $45. So yeah, this was like $210. And yeah. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have fun actually having, or like I'm already running out of space for Soto because of my RKF San Yudo, but kind of contemplating if I actually want Ginga, because Kikai's my absolute favorite, but then Ginga's kind of neat, but I hate Ginga because he was so pointless. But yeah, really happy that I actually have I guess like I don't know if I'm gonna get featuring Kikai. It's like, yes, I can actually use the Waz book or the Waz book hand, but at the same time I don't want another set of Psycheo grades. And I guess like Gate Revive looks neat and such, and Zryken is pretty psyched for O's armor because he wanted something O's related. That also took a long time too. That he really wanted something O's related because he likes O's, but obviously he can't get the Soto Chronicle because he got that too late. And apparently this Geo comes with a different hand. Gaim didn't do that. But yeah, so I was reckoning it's gonna be pretty excited about this and such. But I guess I didn't explain this before, or I didn't explain it, but yeah, or I did, but as I stated before, the Gaim stuff wasn't initially what I had in mind. I actually really wanted to pick up the Super Sentai Artisan Doran Changer because I love Kaku Ranger, and it was like $70 and such, which is the cheapest I can like see it in like at least a decent condition. But it was essentially it was like, okay, it's either the Genesis driver or that, and because we weren't even buying from Nakano, that it just wasn't an option. So yeah, because Shibuya ended up becoming our second option because of one thing. So yeah. Also, because we weren't getting, because as you guys know, I want to complete at least Shokugan Lock Seed sets 8 and 9, especially 9 because I have the Kota Voice version of the Orange Lock Seed. They had the other 4, but we couldn't, obviously, because Zryken he really wanted to stick with just this store because how expensive it was, but then Shibuya, we had to like make the price worth, we had to make the order worth it. So so we just couldn't go to Nakano. So yeah. I guess what I'm gonna say is I don't know if I missed something because technically I'm trying to finish something for college right now because you know, I have a lot of work to do. So I don't know when exactly I'm going to sit down and play around with this, but I'm really excited for sure. I don't know what's up for there to come, but I love you, Nagoya. I really do. I guess before I actually stop this part, initially, so I guess for like flagship birthday items, the way I categorize it, feature in build? Oh, it's because Killbus was in Ride 9, right? Yeah. But, oh, wait, and then this one has Cross Magma, or Cross Evo. I was gonna get the figure art for him, but I'm like, yeah, that form not as like, oh my gosh, this is amazing as much as like Assault Wolf, but I kind of I don't regret getting Assault Wolf, but Orthea's Vulcan is perfection. So, typically for like 2 years, I don't remember if I explained this already. If I did, I apologize. Did they finally put the Ride Striker sticker in the right place? Thank gosh. So okay, that explains so much. I forgot to expand that down. Anyways, so typically this was a trend like 2 years ago. So typically, just because of how timing went, I actually wanted to continue carrying on a birthday trend of like, oh yeah, I'll get a Roop item and claim it as my flagship birthday item. But, you know, with the Orb Dark Caliber being my last Roop thing I need, and the fact Zryken doesn't want to get it for some reason, because every time I bring it up, he's like, you know, every time we run into it, he's like, we're good. So I just assume he just doesn't want to get it. So that means I can't technically continue that trend. It's kind of why the mysterious unboxing spectacular happened, because I wanted to shake something up, and also because 5 years. And again, I literally just kind of had to like end up claiming, Mr. Mister is my flagship birthday item, because this is genuinely something I like. But toy-wise, I wanted it to be the Super Sentai Artisan Doran Changer. Because, like, yeah, it's not worth it for 70. It's better than getting it for 100. So, I was just like, yeah, I'm kind of willing on getting it for 70, you know, and such. But, yeah. So, what else is there? I think that's it. So, I guess stay tuned for the next part as I forgot what I was going to say and such. Yahoo! Okay, so here's the next Amanda Rocco package. It's behind me. So this one, I was essentially waiting for this one all day, but because I kind of figured it would have came, but then as my progress keys become unaligned for some reason, that's really bothering me. Who fell? No, there's a huge gap between Kong and Hedgehog. So, man, that Arc 01 progress key. Before I talk about Mandaroko, yeah, I'm just gonna say for sure, whenever Toko Collectibles puts that on pre-order, I'm getting it like right away because I don't want to run through the same issue I did with Waz, and I was like, okay, I can probably let it slide and then like never be able to get it again if we actually do get things off of Buy. Definitely my Amazon Japan order is gonna be the 1000 Jacker and that set, because that set's like $44. So I'm like, that's not bad, honestly. And it does include the Ride Watch too, so I want to get Waz that way. So, because I really regret not pre-ordering it off of Toko Collectibles. But, yeah, so whenever Toko Collectibles puts up the pre-order for Arc 01, I'm getting it. Although, I'm not sure if I'm going to really claim that one as mine, because I'm personally not really big on Arc. So, I wonder what... Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to include some Azu quotes, because spoilers from the final stage show, which I'm actually surprised happened. I didn't know they were happening. I thought it was next month, but spoilers. Azu is Arc 01, and they clearly stated that this takes place between the finale and the movie, because we don't know anything about the movie. So yeah. Apparently Arc 01 is literally just Arc 0 with the white repainted as black. Or no. It's Arc 1 repainted, like, with the white repainted to red. I'm just like, that doesn't sound good. I honestly would have liked something more, but then I feel like the stage show most likely had to get heavily rewritten, so I'm just gonna, let that slide. And I actually am happy they were able to do the final stage show, because that one honestly is way more important than like the special stage that they will always do around Golden Week, obviously because the pandemic. But honestly, it's just with those ones typically aren't really canon, because it would just be like, oh yeah, let's bring in some shocker grunts and just have this like obviously it's like the special stages are like fun and such, because like they're more lighthearted, which I'm fine with, but like the final stage shows are honestly more intriguing just because like they're actually canon in some fashion. So, yeah. But, yeah, so whenever Toko Collectibles gets set up there, I'm gonna pre-order it. Or, I'm gonna make Zryken pre-order it and such. And, just to show off here, I did build Trinity and Kikai on my birthday yesterday, because, you know, I had nothing. These two were like the worst ones I've ever built, because I ripped 2 stickers on Trinity, and I ripped 1 on Kikai. So, I think my solo skills are actually getting worse. Yeah, especially I struggle with the most with this visor. I don't know why, but and I ripped Waz's face sticker, but it's not as noticeable. And then the Kikai, I don't know why there was a fold, but I ripped that here. But it's not as minor. I'm just annoyed that I ripped Trinity's clock needle off of the watch band. Anyways, here's the Shibuya order, because I guess going back to this box, it turned out that so our garage was open for the entire day. I don't know what my mom was doing exactly, but you know, it was like open the entire day. And I guess like when they came, they saw that the garage was open, so they just set it in there. So it was just like, I felt dumb about it, because like literally it wasn't until like, I think my oldest brother was the one that found it out first. And then like I saw it with Zryken and such, and then he like cleaned it off and such. So yeah, I actually did initially want him to be in this one, but I guess he's just going to assume that I'm doing it myself. Just to make up the fact that he wasn't in the last one. See, I forget how I open my boxes now. Do I always do this? Because I thought I cut... Do I cut the sides and then the top? Or do I cut the side, top, and side? I don't... Did I ever do side, right, top, left? Like, I guess it makes sense to like cut the sides first and then the top. This box is just filled with so much filler, honestly. Yeah. Honestly, this box was just... What's... Oh, I forgot I got that. Let's just start from left to right. So this box, well, I only wanted one thing out of here because it was just there, and I was like, oh cool, for once this is in a condition I actually wanted in. Cool. Like, although there's one catch, and I hope there's not a surprise one, to which I can't open this. Where's this go by? I apologize. No. Okay, so this was the main thing I was going for, the Megu loader, because it was only there for like $20, and it was in a condition that I'll actually... Well, I wanted it in a used state because obviously I don't have room for boxes. Although obviously the only thing that I don't get is that And I wanted to make sure that the wrist straps actually were complete, to which you can't even see. They are complete because they have this and such, and obviously these are still put on wrong, but I'll fix that. But obviously I doubt this has batteries. Yeah. And this, surprisingly, they just taped the speaker, but oh, cool! This still has batteries.
Stand by. Loading. Destroy. Stand by.
Cool. I don't know why there's tape here. What the? Oh my gosh. This reminds me so much of like, hey, you know what's a good idea on trying to make the shot rising work quieter? By putting tape over it. See? By putting tape over the shot riser, it'll make it a lot quieter. See? No one's gonna get that. Okay, so I guess the previous owner got so annoyed of this that they're like, I hate this English. I'm gonna quiet it down.
Loading. Destroy. Stand by.
Man, I should have taken a picture of the tape.
Loading. Destroy. Stand by. Loading.
10 gun, Necrom, Mega you load. Wait, does he flip it back down when he... Does he flip it back down when he does the finisher? No, he doesn't.
Destroy.
10 gun, Necrom, Mega you... what was his finisher again? Omega you load? But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how you wear it. But see, the thing is that this is like strap 1 and strap 2. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't really think so. Actually, it might actually be, because this one's the smaller one. These are literally the Tokyo straps. Or like the Tokyo changer straps. That's funny. So yeah, I'm definitely familiar with these straps. Great. Okay, wait. How far do I do? So this, okay, so obviously this one I can fit to like the second to last notch. And the Mega loader is twisting. The second notch has me kind of wondering on how exactly this would work. Oh, great. Okay. This has to be one of the worst angled framed videos I've done, but... Oh, okay, not really, but... Okay, wait, okay. I gotta pinch, or I have to essentially pinch myself here, but... Okay, and then there's some paint scuffs. That's not bad, but... Okay, so yeah, here's the Mega loader. It's not as bad. Like it feels awkward for sure. Like this is just awkward, but if I were to quickly no, don't twist, just okay. Ow. Okay, so why is the camera's on the batteries? Wait, let's see if I can grab 2 batteries. No, that was premature. Oh gosh. What the? Oh my gosh! This person put tape on the Mega loader itself too. Who? I didn't know this was a thing people did. I thought it was just a thing I heard. I didn't know people hated sounds this much. Tension. Yujo Kaigan boost or burst. Alright, burst. Whatever.
Stand by. Yes, sir. Loading. Destroy. Stand by. Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, why is this so top heavy? What the heck?
Destroy. Stand by. Yes, sir. Loading.
Man, you had to press really hard. Henshin.
Tengan, Nekurom, Mega Uruod.
Tengan! No, he keeps like this. Okay, so
Destroy. Stand by. Loading.
why do you have to press so hard?
Destroy.
What the heck?
Stand by. Loading. Destroy.
Why do I have to press so hard?
Dai Tengan, Nekurom, Omega Uruod.
Okay. I personally don't like how
Stand by. Yes, sir. Loading. Tengan, Nekurom,
Mega Reload. Crash Invader. I'll be back. I need to I need to get the back stuff. Oh my gosh, this really hurts. Like, honestly, it hurts. I don't like that feeling. Because this is literally, like, this is literally rubbing here. Like, this area is rubbing on here. And it's just like, oh my gosh. But, here's a comparison. Here's the Omnitrix. You know, this thing. Oh yeah, this thing died. I need to replace the batteries, but, yeah, so here's a comparison. You know, they somewhat had the same shade of gray, I'll say. But, other than that, they're very similar. But, other than that, I don't like how close that is. So next up, I had to dig out of here, because, I had to dig out accessories. Let me zoom out.
Yes, sir. Tengan, Grim, Mega Buru Ode.
Fighting pen! Gosh, I hate that. Why do I have to press this so hard?
Dai Tengan, Grim, Omega Buru Ode.
Last but not least.
Yes, sir. Tengan, Sanzo, Mega Buru Ode.
Yeah, Sayu Road! What the heck?
Dai Tengan, Sanzo, Omega Buru Ode.
And last one, I'll show off with what we have later. I'm gonna wear this for the entire video. I'm gonna attempt to, so I can endure the pain and hopefully, you know, just straighten this out. So, yep, that's the menu loader. I think it's, yeah, definitely for $20, it's pretty neat. Just find it really hysterical that the person that had it just decided to tape it up. I really don't like it rubbing on this bone. I really don't. Oh yeah, it's off. Okay, so yeah, this one was just on a whim. It's like, it's there, might as well pick it up. Wow, it's really why is this so huge? Yeah, the Superhero Tyson or the Wizard Ring Superhero Wars set. Yeah, the Superhero Tyson set. So yeah, I got the Super Sentai and Miracle, and I got a Gamba Rising card. Honestly, I should actually try to actually collect the Wizard Rings just because they're cheap. So yeah, my White Wizard Driver is in storage, but I'm gonna have to dig out my I'm gonna have to dig out my Ghost Driver anyway, and the straps for my Jigu Driver and my straps for the Shot Riser out. So last but not least, I got this dumb thing. unopened because this thing in a miracle was only $20, and just look at how much it went through. Jeez. What time is it again? Is it like 10:40 or so? Yeah, okay. So why is this the way it is? But yeah, I got Tenkatoids. I was actually gonna open it, but then I was like, well, I need to keep it like this for review, but I'm gonna be that bad, right? I don't understand why all of this is here, but yeah, surprisingly the price for this one dropped a lot. I don't understand what it's with the dirt that's on it, but yeah, so this is essentially the one, like, second to last ghost icon to get released before Sin Spectre, but yeah, I actually, $20, it's like, yeah, I got a full bottle for that price, but it's just like, you know, here I'm like more justified towards it, so let's showcase it. Could have attempted to have an attack. You could have attempted. But yeah, so there we did all the functions of the Mega Loader as to why I just wanted to wait until it was, you know, at this price to get it, because I was like, it's not really worth to get it. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting if it's just not worth getting if if it doesn't do much to begin with. Okay, so now we're on to second half. This box really did not have everything, which is why I was like, basically, like, I think we spent like 3 hours on this box because, like, Zryken was trying to find something he wanted, but then he couldn't. And I think that's why we generally forgot about Ichigo. I don't know why this is so satisfying. Okay, and put that up there. Put this down there. And okay, so this is Zevius, because I've stated before I want to get I'm getting all the Legend Rider and Legend game gadgets, because, you know, I'm a sucker for retro games and such. And just because I would have rather they did go with this direction than like the Legend Rider stuff, but you can't do anything about it. So this is that one all opened. To which you know what, I'm just gonna cut this tape because I was gonna rip it, but then I don't want to ruin the box, so So yeah, so technically I have Famista left to get. Yep, no batteries, of course. Yeah, so I have Famista and Gamba Rising left to get for the Legend games. And then for Legend Riders, I need, I have half of them now. So I just need double, fours, and drive. I don't know why this doesn't close, but I think Wizard also was a case of where he was used. Cause like order like when like I told Zryken to add these to the cart, like Zryken was like, I thought you hated these. I'm like, yeah, I do, but like I said I was gonna collect these. Cause I'm just a sucker for Legend Rider. Like I don't know why. Like I'm just a sucker for Legend stuff. Although I don't think Saber's gonna be the first series where I'm not gonna go that deep into it because I'm not collecting Saber. Okay, so surprisingly the Blizzard actually has his sounds and his batteries. I want to keep it like that from the Legend Riders. Guys, we got the solution. Right, tank, Yusaguna Sesha, best match, yay. You know, actually, the thing I actually like about Wizards is that, like, you know, like, Mirror, he still looks like himself. Wizard. Let me pull this one. Like, what are you Zryken just leaves it over there and it's just like, why? Do something with your stuff. Actually, speaking of this, actually, never mind, I'll keep it to myself. Oh, I don't remember if I actually did mention it already, or if Zryken alluded to it already. We're already down to half a pack. Like, this is, like, I'll at least say this time around it's not as bad, because, I'm not, like, I'm actually trying to be careful and not be careless about what, you know, like what happened last time with the gas shots. Of like, oh my gosh, all these gas shots are like eating up our batteries. But, I don't know when we're gonna get more. Because I want to make a stockpile, but at the same time, I don't want to overlord it. Overlord. Thank you, Meggy Loader. Man, I like this so much. I like the Legend games. I know I mentioned it, but I really wish they did more of the Legend games, because, I felt like that should have been the main focus rather than the Legend Rider Gashets. Like, I feel like that's why they only did the, like, 6 Heisei Phase 2 riders, because they were throwing in the other 3. That reminds me, I still need to get Ghost 2. Oh, sorry. What is this? Is this tape on my hand? Okay. Bam, 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 shoot and go. Shooting! Yeah. So, there we got those 2, so I'll just put the boxes back up. I don't know why I put them down. This is Zryken's, because this is the only thing he found there. Don't want to rip it. Yeah, it's too high. thing feels awfully light. This was $20. Oh, it's a model kit? How? How is this a model kit? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. I thought this was a figure. No wonder why it's really light. Oh, okay. And last but not least, we got this suspicious thing. So let's just... I guess we have to open it up, so... Let's do that. Actually, let me stop the recording. Okay. This thing is one half of a thing I wanted for a while, which is the Tsukiyomi Gamba Rising card. I like how majestic this looks. I don't know how I'm supposed to remove this. I like that they package it like this. I don't want to keep this actually, but gotta keep this tape away from the tape that was on the Mega Loader because I need to tweet about that just to see if anyone would know what I'm talking about. Okay, maybe I can't keep this one. No, I'm gonna try doing so, but oh, this held on to tape. Wait. I did not expect this one to be as foily as it is. But oh. Oh wow, this is a nice card. Wow. Yeah, so this is I think this was the first Tsukiyomi card they announced. And the best part is that this was only 100 yen. Wow, that's amazing, honestly. Yeah, so for $1, this is pretty neat, for sure. The other one, the other Tsukiyomi Gamba Rising card, which is more rare, I believe. Yeah, this is a campaign card, so that one is $14 and it's on Sarah. I know it's ridiculous, but I do want to go for it. I'm happy it's at least not like 30, no. 14's the cheapest it's been. I think the highest it was 30. But luckily it's cheaper. Like, honestly, it's like, it's kind of looked like the Leito card. It's just like, yeah, I'm kind of willing to get that thing at max for like $20. But it's 40 right now, so obviously because we're cheeky and we can't let go of things. Let me dig through my box of albums. Because I didn't put it on my shelf yet. Come out. Let's compare. So, a Gamba Rising card is approximately... It's bigger and thicker for sure than a photo card. But I want to say it's this... It's essentially the same size as an Axis card. And did I just really smack my phone? Smack the mega looter to my phone. Okay, go back to the box as you go. I want to accumulate a box of these before I find a place on my shelf, my bookshelf upstairs. Oh, yeah. Next up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, Bandai's card sides are the same. It's just that I believe the way, obviously I think this is thicker because of how exactly, well, because they have to be durable to like, they have to be durable to, that's a good platform to do this on. They have to be durable to do this. So they have to be durable to do that. But actually, I think you flip it and then you do that. I don't know, because obviously, like, so I think Gamba Rising cards have to be durable enough for the player to, like, you know, rapidly, like, move it up and down. Because obviously you place the Gamba Rising card and then you flip it over to do the finisher. So I think that's why they're like this. Obviously with these ones, they don't even have the traction and such. Well, obviously this goes in the set riser, but they're mostly read by this. Because if we actually do attempt on doing this. Nothing. Yep. But yeah, I did not expect this to be as chromy as it is. But 100 yen, yeah, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, that's essentially it for this box. This one was definitely a lot smaller. And honestly, this one was just not as... It wasn't as intriguing, for sure, because... Oh, okay, I got a Gamba Ride card and a Gamba Rising. Did I accidentally call it this Gamba Rising? That's a Gamba Ride card. But... yeah, so... This one wasn't, as I stated, this one wasn't exciting, but I always fix that up a bit. But, however, my hand, it's alright. See, it kept rubbing between here and it felt uncomfortable, but, yeah, I don't know what the next Mandarake box will be. I want to say it's gonna be still smaller, because that one we just need to get Ichigo, and then I might pick up the Missile Saber and possibly the DJ gun. But my main focus for this month is definitely Bai and What else? I'm still gonna try to track down Progress Key Set 2. But yeah, that's essentially it for this box. I don't know when Zryken will actually appear. I want him to. And I want to see if I can actually get the two. Well, I'm gonna see if I can try to get the single and album, because I really would want those. Because I guess my goal is that I'm gonna try to get two CDs per month, or maybe push it to 3. It depends on money, but yeah, that's essentially it. So, the next part. Amazon intermission. I forgot my tripod was upstairs, so I'm gonna try to see if this one is actually mine. So, what I know, I don't think it is, but I feel something off about it, so maybe it is. It's weird then, because why did you put it in a box? Oh shoot, it is. Amazon, why did you put this in a box? That's weird of you. Okay, so this is Zryken's for sure. 30-minute mission. I don't like how you did this, Amazon. I really don't. This one is mine because I'm dumb. And again, I don't understand why you didn't put it in a box. Why did you put this in a box, Amazon? What the heck? You could have destroyed it. You could have. Now I have to check if is it fine? Amazon, what the heck? Why didn't you put this in a box? Amazon. But yeah, I know it's just PowerRider, you already have this album. Why the heck did you get it? Here we are back with the actual unboxings, not with whatever that intermission was. We got Amanda Rocco 4, which was supposed to be, we got Amanda Rocco 4. Oddly enough, why? I thought this was coming looser, but I'm actually scraping the screw of this sadly, because this screwdriver is horrible. I'm so excited for this package because this was I told Zryken it was an urgent purchase, but then he was so, the way Zryken was against it, or he wasn't, no, the way Zryken was at it, I don't know. I felt like, I'll dive into it later. This one, because I told him that we had to jump on this, but then he was really reluctant on it because it's just why? No one's gonna buy it. But I was like, we have to jump on this no matter what. And such. I don't know how I want to say it. I'll go into it as I rip this open. I heard the DHL truck go off. I heard the DHL truck, but I was expecting what was supposed to be the next one, or what we got at the beginning of the week, but it turned out it wasn't, because we got this way later than everything else, and yet this got shipped out right away. Oh So, it's a really light box. Because there's only 4 items within this, and this was... Zryken was at least happy this box was cheap. Which I kind of figured it would have been. How do I open boxes? Do I cut both sides and then this, or do I cut this and then cut that? Oh gosh. So, because initially we were just going to do one store because we bought a lot. But again, as I told Zryken, this one was urgent. So, let's quickly get this over with. So, this is from Naita, which we had to fill out the box. Well, that was my thought process, but then Zryken was just, I'll go into it later. So, first thing first, I got the Ghost Gashat, the Kaigun Ghost Gashat, because why not? It was there. And again, as I stated before, I forgot about this Gashat, so it's just like, you know, I'm collecting the Legend Rider Gashats, as you know. Next up, because I did get, Tenka Toilets, I might as well get Shinsei Gumi, so now I'm actually one icon away from actually getting all the sounds, although again I still need Zero Spectre and Sin Spectre, but really the last one I need is Houdini, so cool. This one I'm gonna be a hypocrite about. I got a Wonder Ride book, Peter Fantasista, because literally when they announced the Legend Rider books, I was like, shoot, I'm gonna buy into this entire line, aren't I? And because I said, again, I'm being a huge hypocrite. I said specifically that I wasn't gonna buy into Saber, but then I was at least gonna get the Gaim Wonder Ride book. But I knew when I said that I was gonna get the Gaim Wonder Ride book that would lead me into getting the entire Legend Rider line. So it's like, shoot. So obviously, if I actually want to get the Legend Riders, I want to build a shelf of that. So I want to try to track down the main shelf with 01, and then I'll get 3 of the extenders, which, because of that, because, you know, each extender comes with a pair of 6, so you get you get a pair of 3, so then you get 6 in total. Obviously 6 times 4 is 24. So I'm like, well shoot, do I want to get either Blade's main trio, or do I want to get the 01 trio? Technically the 01 trio makes a lot more sense because of the Legend Rider stuff, but at the same time I like Blades, so I'm gonna get his books. Might as well. Obviously Zryken was like, I thought you weren't gonna get Wonder Ride books, and I already told him, like, I forgive him for being pretty forgetful, because, you know. So, like, I had to, like, explain to him as, like, well, I'm getting the Legend Rider books, and he was like, oh, yeah. But, yeah, so I got Peter Fantasista, and such. But obviously, these things aren't the most important thing, because who cares about these things? Because we're here for the one and only Powered Metal Heck yeah! I really want to throw those across the room. Here goes nothing. I'm sorry, I just had to take a quick picture of that, but oh my gosh. I'm so happy I have powered metal. And these are apparently the stands that these come with. Oh my gosh, yes, I have the metal for Ultraman powered. Yes, here it is in my possession. The metal for Ultraman powered. Majestic. Yes. Yes, I got it. I'm so happy. Yeah, so like Zryken was like kind of reluctant on it because he was like, he didn't really like the fact that I added more things here because he was like, well, can't we just like ship the metal by itself? But I'm like, it's not going to be worth it. Like, he told me that like yesterday, and he was like, we could have just shipped the metal by itself. I'm like, but it's not really like worth it. It's like, yeah, I'll admit, it's like we could have only I should have only just gotten the Wonder Ride book, but you know, I got the ghost stuff too. But oh man, I really like, yes, I do, like, now I technically only need the capsule for powered, which, oh, man, I need everything powered related. I love it so much. Now, obviously Zryken's not gonna like this, but I want to get 2 more powered medals. I might wait for it to go cheaper because obviously I got powered for like 1,000 yen. That's like $10. The cheapest thing out of the box was Peter Fantasista for 600. So I guess to quickly go over my deal with the Wonder Ride books, I'm gonna get them off of Mandarake. I'm not gonna pay full price for them because I'm gonna get them for half, so then like we can save money. I think Gaim I might pre-order because I do like him. Like, obviously because I like Gaim, but everything else I think I'm gonna get off of Mandarake. So, you know, Pegasus I'm gonna get off of Mandarake so then it can be equal with Fantasista. And obviously, as I said before, if I do somehow get a sword driver, that's Zryken's. But obviously he's going to lend it towards me, so I'm going to be like, great. I was actually contemplating on getting the Seisei Ken Nagare emblem and Lion Senki set, but I'm like, I'm not going to do anything with an emblem, and then Zryken's going to be like, well, now we have to get a sword driver. It's like... But yeah, I really want 3 of these. I really do. Zryken's not gonna like that, but I want to. Let's finally do this. Powered. I need 2 more of these so then I can do a powered combo. Powered. My smile is so huge right now. That's how you make my smile into a... That's how you make my smile into a frown. I don't understand why Mega Specium Coulson isn't in this toy. Because obviously you couldn't tell, that was just the generic finisher that's been carried from the Tiger Spark. All the Fusion Fight forms have that finisher, and I think the only other Ultraman that has it is Great, which, yeah, ironic, because he's an other foreign Ultra. But so it's just weird that, because with Great is like, oh yeah, because for some reason Great doesn't have a sound for palm shooter. But there's a sound for Mega Specium Coulson, but it's not in this toy. Just like how for some reason you cannot do Victory King Joe Launcher. Like, what the heck? Come on, let's make me happy again. Powered. I really wish, like, this is a personal nitpick to me. I really wish with powered transformation they include like the electrical currents. Like, just have the little like static or like, you know, like lightning, like, please, just to make it a bit different from Ultraman. Because for some reason with Power, they don't acknowledge the fact he does have his own grunt. It's very quiet. And it's only at the end of the battles, because it's like a very quiet "Shah" and such. Every time, like, at the end of the fights and such, they don't acknowledge that at all. Which makes me sad. That's how much I love Powered. They don't acknowledge his grunt at all. But gosh, I'm so excited for him to come back in the Absolute Conspiracy. And technically, I find it funny, out of all the characters that like they're getting back, Powered is technically one of the few characters that is actually reprising the role, which is funny. It's not Kane Kasugi, but it's his Japanese it's his voice actor that did the Japanese dub for his character, and it's Torin. So I'm just like, you at least got someone that actually voiced him. So I'm still excited for that, but I don't know if they announced either they're going to do an English dub. If they can get Kane Kasugi to voice him in the English dub, obviously that would be fabulous. I don't think it's likely, which kind of sucks. If they can somehow get the voice actor from the original show to come back, yeah, that would be cool. I still find it funny that Seki Tomikazu is voicing Great, because I do not envision Great being really hot-blooded, and now I want Great to do the burning finger. Like, yes, it's like, well, Gwenfire is technically Domokashi, but it's just like, I can't, like, honestly, it's like, this is not a bad thing, but I really can't hear Seki Tomikazu voicing Great. Like, that's just like, to me, that's just a weird mix. Because it's like, is Great suddenly going to become a hot-blooded Ultra or something? Let's do it again. I love you so much, Powered. You're so underrated. No one appreciates you. He'll be forever cherished. Yep. So what I plan on doing is that I think with this main one, I'm actually probably gonna keep with me. So then with the other two I get, they can actually like, get played around and such. Cause it's just like I might as well keep one with me to make use of this stand. But I actually really like the Gashpon ones come with the stand. But I guess going back to what I was initially gonna say is just like, cause Zryken told me like he was really surprised that like this one shipped way before the other one, because we got this one like literally like 4 days ago. So like, or like we submitted, what's the word? We submitted the order like 4 days ago, and then like it's just like, wow, it's already like here already and such. So like it's just so like Zryken was like pretty shocked about that. I'm just checking if I actually damaged anything. I might have. But I'm not sure. But and then like Zryken was like asking me, very cute, because as I said before, Zryken was like pretty shocked that like the shipping for this was pretty cheap. So because I just checked, it was only like $13, which is just like, oh, that's cool. Because I was telling him about the fact that like Josh had to like get the as it falls. I was telling him how Josh had to get the 01G Rise medal for like $20, but then he had to like ship it by itself because he didn't get because he couldn't find anything he wanted in that store. Because like he said that was like $30 about, so I was like, oh, so like I was like, okay, so if it's a small box, then like it's about like $10 and such. And then like, cause Zryken was just suddenly like, oh, so are you gonna like brag to him now? I'm like, brag to him about what? It's like the fact that he got Powered's medal. I'm like, what is there to brag about? He pre-ordered the entire set off of Toe Collectibles, and he was like, oh, that's unfortunate. And I'm like, what do you mean that's unfortunate? He got the entire set, including Glitter Tiga. And he was like, oh, okay then. So, excuse me. Something just got stuck in my throat. So I was just like, again, as I said before, I'm kind of like cutting, like, I'm giving Zryken some slack. He's not as he's not as acknowledgeable. He doesn't have as much logic about logic. No, he doesn't have as much knowledge on the rarity of how difficult it is to get ultra medals, because I think he's pretty forgetful. So, because like with, I guess this is spoilers. Well, I'm gonna be vague. Because he like asked me like, didn't we already get Powered? And I was like, no, that was a candy toy medal we got there. He's like, oh, okay. But again, I don't know how I'm supposed to get 2 more Powered medals if he already knows we had the one. So I'm gonna have to hope that Powered gets sold loosely so then I can actually get 2 more, or even a holder compatibility. So, yeah. I love Ultraman Powered. You should watch Ultraman the Ultimate Hero. It's it's not perfection. Like, as much as, like, Powered's my favorite Ultraman, but I can at least acknowledge his show, from what I remember, it's interesting for sure. Obviously, most people are going to just know Powered as, hey, he's the one that had, like, trouble in production history, right? Ha ha, those slow fights. But I love Powered so much. I don't know how much more I can talk about my love for Powered. I want Powered. I just want him in general. Ultra Replica Flash Prism. Like, honestly, I just want Saber to do more with the foreign or the foreign ultras, because obviously reboot Ribbit or reboot. I think it's Ribbit. Obviously he's getting a lot of, like, spotlight because New Generation Heroes, like, did a great job showcasing him. So now, to a point, now he's a main character in the Absolute Conspiracy, and then obviously because he's in there, they're like, oh yeah, great, Powered, you two should join in too. I'm like, heck yeah, Powered's back after, like, 11 years, and Great's back after 10 years, because for some reason they didn't bring back Powered in The Revenge of Belial. So but yeah, for Ultraman, I just love the obscure ultras, because that's what I was fascinated the most when I was looking into Ultraman back in 2013, I believe. Like, literally, like, when, like, Ginga was starting to, like, air and such, I, like, just went on this Ultraman stream, like, right up on various ones from, all of the various ones. And I obviously fell in love with Powered. I fell in love with Zerth. Zerth has to be, like, one of, top 10 favorites at best. I just love him. He's a real unique Ultra, and I'm happy that he actually is getting an Ultra Medal in the next wave. And obviously I like Leo. Ace used to be my favorite Showa, but then Leo, I just love that he's a martial arts Ultra. Jonius, for sure. Because obviously back in 2013, Jonius wasn't really, like, that prominent. It wasn't until Taiga actually made Jonius prominent that it's like, hey, it's that guy. So I think it would have been cool if Jonius was involved in the Absolute Conspiracy. Who else? Yeah, I'll admit, I think back then I wasn't really as big onto the Heisei Ultras. Like, obviously Nexus, but other than that, like, I think Nexus was, like, the only one I was, like, really... Oh, Nexus I really only knew back then because of Heroes Versus and such. Nexus and Mebius were the only two I knew. Mebius, I knew him, or I got introduced to Mebius because of Great Battle Full Blast, because he was one of the main characters along with Decade and the Strike Gundam, I believe. Or Strike Freedom. Strike Freedom, maybe. Because, like, that, I think to me, that's why Mebius' theme is so iconic. Just because, like, every time, it's just like, yeah, you have Decade's theme, like, coming in when he jumps in, and then you have, like, the Strike Gundam's theme. But then, like, I don't know, whenever Mebius just flies into the stage, it's just like, heck yeah, that's Mebius. And such. No one knows what I'm talking about, because no one cares about the Compati Hero series. Oh yeah, Powered was actually featured in a Compati Hero series game. It was I think it was a Western one. Like, no, like, the theme was, like, Western and such. Like, they were, like, wear cowboy hats and such. So, like, I think he had Black RX. I think he had the Burning Gundam, too. And then you got Powered, and it's like, yes, this is so amazing. I recently, or like a month ago, I believe, I retweeted a like picture that's someone edited. So like the main picture was like Black RX, but they added the characters from it. They added Gray. I don't remember the Wing Gundam. I don't remember which, or Turn A. I don't remember which Gundam. And then like the main protagonist before he got sucked into Super War Tyson. For the companion games. Like, I just retweeted that, and, like, I remember, like, Zryken, like, scrolled through, and he saw that, and he was like, what is this again? And, like, I didn't explain it to him at all, I just told him, like, look at the reply, and then, like, he looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, then. But, yeah. So, I guess let's just... So we spent enough time on this. Let's look into this, just because why not? Because the thing is that I got the Geo Ride Watch, so it's just like I might as well have gotten the first one, or like I mean like the first like game packing. Game over, okay. Look at this inconsistency. Robert, Tank, you're stuck in such a best match. Yay. 20%? That shouldn't be bad. I shouldn't be recording that long. This is literally just, let's just take care of this right now. This is just gonna go to the unopened pile. I don't know why lately I've been playing with the gas jets. I've been so lucky with that sound. Like, what am I doing so good? Ghost! Man, I just realized too, I need to get Ichigo. As I was gonna say, like, oh yeah, Ghost was like the only one for some reason they like made into like an armor one. Which is just weird. Because Ghost is, like, Ghost in general is just inconsistent. But he's still, like, Ghost and Builder, like, are my favorites just because, one, they're the only canon ones. Well, okay, like, technically all of them are canon, but they're the only ones that were actually, like... I forgot that, Drive, Ghost, and Wizard were used. I hate those forms so much. Like, as I clearly stated before, I despise the Legend Rider forms for X-Aid. But Ghost was honestly the best one they did, just because it was the first one. The other ones, they got lazy. Bill didn't even get one, which is good, because Bill, they actually used in a really creative way. So, yeah. Because Zryken just has his... I don't like the fact the screen isn't Ghost, but whatever. At least it has my favorite Legend Rider form out of. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Gashat, for sure. Again, because I actually like this one. Because it was actually used in a good movie and such, so I don't hate it overall. Again, this one's like top 5 for me. Like I essentially have all my favorites. Yeah, I do. Well, okay, I'm missing one more, but actually I don't know if Guy is actually under, because I don't like his level 3. Because, well, I guess I only have 3 of my favorites: Build, Ghost, and O's. Gaim is like close, but then it's just like I like it because it's Gaim, but even I have to admit I don't like its sounds. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into the new gimmick. The Wonder Ride books. I'm actually surprised at how pristine this is. I actually thought it was going to be more challenging, but no, it's just like this. Okay. But yeah, I technically own the game. I'm happy these are cheaper. Let me put this on top of Gaim. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna cover the Wonder Ride book. Like I guess if I have to reiterate for people that didn't hear it, but it's just like I don't hate Saber's toy line. It's just personally to me, it's just like for me personally, I just want to sit back on Rider for a year because we technically have been essentially collecting it for 2 straight years, and it's just like I want to take a break so then we don't just so then we don't spend like a lot of money kind of thing. So this thing's puny. What the heck? Gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This thing doesn't even have tape. Man, again, the Legend Rider books are going to be psyching. Oh my goodness. Powered, stop. Powered. Just in the background. Oh wow, that's That's tiny. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Let's compare it to last year's or the first year's. Wow. Like, honestly, compared to a ProRider key, it's not different. Which is just weird. But, like, by itself, it feels so small. And, oh gosh. So there's the QR code. I don't understand why they put it within the page itself. But, okay. Because, obviously, this is here to be scanned with the sword driver. So, obviously, I guess I understand that they don't... Like, I understand that... Excuse me. I actually do like that the QR code isn't, like, on the outside. It actually makes it look clean. But then I feel like it actually does kind of distract from the art here, but... Yeah. Ow. Nagare Bateau Peter Fantasy Star Kakaku Lion Fantasy Star Lion Fantasy Star. I really love Blade's jingles. Next week, because it's Friday, we should be getting Pegasus, which if like with Zryken's next paycheck, I'm definitely probably gonna get that. Because it should be on conflicts and such, but here's nothing. It sounds as clean as I hear it online. Okay, so... Oh, I got this. Well, that's when you push this. I don't know, this is a weird thing that you have for some reason. That's apparently a finisher. But wait, does it? I think this is for the weapons to press. And, oh, see, this is for the sword driver. This is for the weapons. So essentially, when this is pressed, then this becomes the second button, because then this doesn't. I wonder why it needs to tell. I wonder. I don't think we have anything that just presses this as of now, because obviously this just simply opens it. And I guess I don't really like how loose it feels. But yeah, like, yeah, they're fun for sure. Obviously, you can do a lot more with the sword driver, but honestly, it's just I just wanted the novelty of like I just having a small dumb book because I just realized I forgot to do this. Here's a comparison with an actual novel. So as you can see, this just dwarfs it, entirely. There's not even a spine at all. I actually, this makes a lot of sense. Essentially, these are audio books because it makes sense because it talks to you. Although, like, I'll admit, I don't like how they do in the show because, like, okay, so you open the book, but then it plays. So it's just like, why don't you just... Is this button not canon within the show? Are they, like, or unless they're doing this, like... I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's gonna be fun having a... It's gonna be fun having a abundance of Legend Rider ones, for sure. And then like 3 odd ones out because they're all blades. But yeah, like, the thing I have to say too, to like what I said in like the last unboxing is that huge rant was like filmed way before Saber actually started airing. So, like, I guess I'll admit I'm kind of the one that would like lighten up to a series when it continues on. So, like, that was my case of 01 and Geo, honestly. Or Geo, I don't know how I would describe Geo, but like 01 definitely I did lighten up once we saw the toys. Honestly, Saber, like, they're just going so far at it with the toys. It's just like, you know, honestly, I commend people that are actually getting it, but then like with us, it's just like I really just want to sit down, or I want to just sit back for once, but like still collect some toys out of Saber. Cause I don't know why I was like thinking about it as like, oh yeah, like I'm outlawing Saber in this house and such, but because Zryken was like obviously talking about like how he wants to get Soto figures for a future Buster and Kenzan and such. You know, like maybe, and yeah, I think he mostly wants Buster and Kenzan. I just want Fantastic Lion and then Fighting Jackal and Orthos Vulcan. But, yeah. Like, if I had to be honest, it's just, I think I said this, I don't know if I said it before, but I'm actually okay with the fact that these don't produce all the electronics, because, honestly, for me, it's just like, we've been doing that for 2 years, and it's just like, you know, those are, you know, these like these gimmicks that like literally produce their own sounds. They're just costly because they're like $14 a piece and such. So it's just like, technically they didn't do that, but they did. Because obviously it's like you get Peter Fantasista, and then like essentially with the Wonder Ride books themselves, you get the book announcement and then a passage from the novel. That's really it. And then you get like insertion and then ejecting sounds. That's it. So you get like 4 sounds within these. So, but yeah, this is just fun. It's fun for sure. Again, I don't know if we're gonna treat Saber like how with X8, where like Zryken will like split, get half, and I'll get like some portion. Like again with X8, I'm only getting the technically what's mine are the Legend Rider Gashats, the Legend Game Gashats, and Dr. Mighty Double X. So yeah. Well, Zryken has... Oh, and I also have my Ride Player version of Chronicle. Because I keep forgetting I have that version. Because I find it funny that Zryken and I are going to have like 2 Chronicles each and such. But yeah, yeah, I can't read this book because I can't read this, and there's barely any words because it's just an arm. So let's just read a random passage out of here, out of context. Downtown Brentwood may be the cutest place I've ever seen. The streets are all cobblestone and the buildings look like candide gingerbread houses. Even the most ordinary shops look delightfully quaint, like something straight out of a fairy tale picture book. Wow, isn't that coincidental?
You could look at Max Victory Robo and made him. If there's one thing I have to say, he is way. Victory Robo now is way too loose. Like, you can even carry him, and you see how dangly his legs are.
Oh.
And it's totally fixable.
Was it like this before or after you?
I think it was like that before. So I'm gonna have to tighten up the joints.
Oh.
It's so sad. Because all I did was just have him in like one pose or something. I had him in a few, but I think I played around with it too much. The one other thing I had to complain about with Max Victory Robo is the arms. Well, like the forearms. Because you just put them on, and it doesn't really feel secure. But that's just me. Anyways, we got a box again.
Yeah.
You can just put it to the side. I can put it back in my display. You wanna explain this?
Yeah. So this is another Nagoya package because last time we forgot about the Ichigo lock seed, so it's just like it was still there. Not surprisingly, because no one was really picking up the Gaim stuff.
Weirdly enough, but I think it's because they already went through enough. This play is so dull.
Yeah.
How do you live like this?
I can't.
I got like replacement blades. We can use those. Like literally, I got replacement blades. You want some?
I'll look into it.
Okay. And then this one, We already just. I think when we were doing this, I didn't really say I didn't have a lot of money. But I kind of just went overboard because most of this is mine anyways.
Yeah, I didn't like because of later stuff that will get shown later. Essentially, essentially, I didn't really have much planned anyway.
I didn't have anything planned either. You just said that you wanted to get the Ichigo lock seed.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of dove into some other things. And like, I guess the funny thing is that we even looked in that store. I found stuff that I kind of wanted, and then I just kind of finished. So I guess this is a thing for me. And also the fact that I now have the season 2 figure arts for Occupy Ranger. So my collection is partially complete. In a way.
So here's the first thing. Because the thing about this is that I think you were trying to find something in Shibuya for a long time that we just like.
We completely forgot about it. Oh yeah, the funny thing is that we originally had a little more in this, but they canceled on us.
Yeah,
I
but
guess it was okay because 2 of those, or 3 of those are mine, and then 1 of them is yours.
no, half. Oh, I thought it was half and half.
Oh yeah.
Or like the majority of my. Well, like majority. No, I don't want to say majority. But like.
Did you want the blade?
No. I couldn't find the tape.
Oh, okay.
But like I was in my main objection was just Ichigo and to make sure.
Not objection.
Yeah.
Battle start. You win. Rank up. Battle. You rank battle. You rank battle. You rank battle. Start. Ichigo.
So there.
It's still one of my favorite lock scenes actually. Damn, my phone went off.
I just don't understand how we could forget about Ichigo.
I think, like you said, we were just busy trying to find things.
Apparently, this came from Amazon Japan.
What
But
about that?
yeah, this thing, like literally after when we initially got the Gaim stuff, this thing just popped up and I was like, oh yeah, might as well get that.
Funny though, we got that, but we can't even get stuff for Chaser.
Well, at this point, we just have to get it for the price it's at. Which,
So that's also sad because then that means we had to do that for Kiwami and Kaido.
well, technically, we could like I was really close of going for Tritron with the Naito package, but then it was like it was 35.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it still open?
No, I just checked.
Okay.
I like how this time around it's like it's just a bunch of plastic. Because the Gaim stuff last time wasn't wrapped like this.
Oh, on the bike side, at least we got apples.
We got half of them.
Oh yeah. Half of them. Don't we just need one more?
No, we need the other half.
Yeah. We need the Ringo and then Joshua.
Yeah. I just kind of, I don't know, because I said, I just, like, tweeted this, like, a few days ago,
Yeah.
like, on how, like, I just find it funny on how, with the Ringo locks, or, like, with the Darkness lock seed, that was considered the toy with the most phrases back then, 17.
What beat it now?
CSM.
Oh,
Because they started to have, like, 50 plus phrases. And then the memorial sets happened with X8.
and there's the Omo Jack and the June Jack. I had a lot, and I didn't even know what to do.
Not as much technically, but
It's but they have long dialogues. Oh, that's gonna be super fun. That's actually my favorite box too. Out of the two. But I think it's because I like more. But then the silver is kind of
like
a little high for me. But it's not bad.
Like I think out of the two I like Kamuro, but then at the same time like he was so pointless.
And he just kind of came in and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm the guy rider with the staff."
He transformed and became a soccer ball.
Yeah.
So
I kind of forgot about that.
he had no relevance at all.
Yeah.
But it's just like
He's
I don't know, the soccer movie was weird. I understand what they were trying to do with it, but then at the same time it was
I
just
thought it
like,
was funnier in the show. Because wasn't it just Baron just trying to play soccer for once?
yeah, he got sucked into that and such.
Yeah. And then there's more stuff in the back.
Yeah, but these were the last two things because this was just sitting there. So I got Soul Flaming Tiger, but
then we originally did have Biting Shark.
which was a weird relief because typically with that one is because that's from AI-01. That's technically
Almost impossible to get.
yeah.
And it still is.
Yeah, because I kind of figured like something like that would have happened.
Yeah. But hey, at least you have half of it now.
Yeah, but it was also just a thing as like it flaming or glittery stuff from Wave 2 kind of just sit.
Yeah.
And technically, I did initially pick up the theater special version of the Gaimlock seed, but then that canceled, which is fine because it's like I might as well just wait to get the Armor of Rider set.
Yeah. And then I gotta explain my stuff now, huh?
Well, I was the one that told you to get the Aqua Ranger figures because they were just
they've been
sitting.
sitting there for like what? Ever since we started using the list?
Yeah,
They weren't expensive at all.
and you were gonna get these last time, but then like the
But
order
then it
was
got
already.
so high up, I was like, okay, no, never mind.
Yeah.
But funny thing is that they may look the same, blue and yellow, but they're not. Except for yellow. Yellow's the same character. Blue is completely different. And then October Red, obviously, is Super October Red. Everyone knows about it. I'm pretty sure people saw reviews of it. And they were cheap.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Super Aqua Red was 20. And these
Everyone
two
else is like 15. There was a time where one of them was sold out. I think it was yellow.
yeah.
It was so weird. And then, I'm actually getting hungry now, but
Same.
there's the other one, the one on the right called Anima Gear. They're another line of candy toys. And, the best thing about it is that they kind of, it's one of those things that I really like, and I told you about it a lot, where I really like things that involve customization, and they want you to have fun with this. Kind of. I haven't really seen much of it, but it's like they have that weird thing that kind of goes like, hey, you could mess around and combine all these together. Because it comes with a frame and like parts. I don't know, it's another model kit kind of deal. I mean, like, a couple of days ago, we had a 30-minute, I ordered a 30-minute mission thing.
Yeah.
And then, it's accessory pack that wasn't even for that, it came in. And I made the best out of it.
What was that accessory pack for?
The accessory pack?
Yeah.
It was for like another one.
Oh.
It was for like I showed you, like the face plate wasn't compatible at all.
Oh.
But it's just like, I don't mind, because I made a cool thing out of it, and you're just ripping everything out. But yeah. That one that you're holding on to was actually the one I wanted the most. I don't actually... how do I explain it? Like, I usually don't get things animal related, but that one was just like, it's up my alley. Because, like, when you think about it, though, all of these are robots. And a robotic animal, kind of like a Zord, is also up my alley. Which also puts me in that thing where it's like, I want a liger. But I can't, because they're so expensive. And I don't really know which sets those are from. I think they're like 2, 4, and 5. But I don't remember. I just bought them because those are like, oh my god, they're all cheap. How much are they? $5? $3. Jesus Christ. But yeah. And then, along with some of the other things, I think it's just gonna be weird. Because I think you might be seeing more of this. I don't think I'm gonna make a video on these at all. Oh jeez. But yeah, that's why it's like, what, it was so expensive? Because of these things?
Yeah.
Like, I bought too many things, and now it's just like, it's all there. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, still waiting on like more solo Saber stuff, I guess. Cause like, what they have now is okay, but I'm probably just gonna wait for them to get more.
It's because that's because
How is that easier than the rest?
just wasn't taped as hard. And that's because AI 11 that's because AI 11 was just like, I don't know. Like, it's like, well, they gotta start like releasing the Saber Sodos, but then like they had to finish off AI 11 because most likely of delays. So
Yeah. But you know what's the nice thing though? At least it's an even number.
like one of them did cancel on me.
But hey, I already have enough to customize anyways. I think that's what it was. I think that's what they want. I just remember seeing one of World Top videos where you made a giant robot one.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try that then. But yeah, I normally would usually go for like the humanoid ones. Like, I just realized it's half and half. 3 of them are animals and 3 of them are robots. And then I got Ice Ranger because why not? And the sad thing is that I still gotta watch season 2. Sadly, I still gotta watch season 2, and then eventually contemplate whether or not I want the figurines for the Sentai series that were featured in it, like Jetman and Die Ranger and Deca Ranger.
Jew Ranger.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, like for
Jew
the
Ranger was season 2, I believe.
Oh yeah, because of the powerful Rangers. That was a fun one. It was so weird though, cause like, yeah, I remember that episode. They just had belt and a neck collar that was like red, white, and blue, Americanized, and they had a comic book that had them so roided up. It was funny. That it was kind of similar to the toys.
Yeah.
Man, I'm happy they don't do that to the toys anymore. That was so weird.
Yeah.
Because then you see the girls and it's like, they're slightly proportionate, but also questionable. And then you get the guys.
They're like, it's like essentially they're like they haven't eaten, and they're like under like huge heavy diets.
And then and then you go to the guys, and basically each one of them is trying to be Titus, without the flexing because they couldn't really flex.
Yeah.
So I just found the box for your Wonder Ride book, and I was like, that's kind of tiny.
Yeah.
It's like a card box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could literally put a card in here. Like, a deck of cards in here. It's kind of weird, though, because they show, like, the side view. But they didn't do the full body. And why is it just Saber when they could have just done blades?
This was the first release. This is the first release. Like, this is supposed to be the preview item.
Okay.
Because he was assuming he was supposed to use in the movie.
Anyways, now that we got this, I'm like, do we have to get a Zryken sword driver now? Oops.
Yeah, that happens.
But it's like now it brings up that question where the metal won't stay on, but it makes me wonder if we have to get one now. But that's for another day. Because I think we could just hold it off until like next year. Because we already have like what? 1, 2, 3 belts coming in. 4? I don't remember. I think it was 3 because I remember 1 should be coming in at the end of the month. And then 2 of them in December.
Well, I think it's just 1. Because the one in December is for you. Or then you'll have another one in January. So, like, literally the rest of them are yours.
Oh, I wouldn't really say that one in January is mine. We could just share that one.
Well, the way I view it, it's like the same stance as the Omageo driver.
Yeah, but you use it for review purposes, and then it's just mine to keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then surprisingly, the sword driver is actually cheap, but it's like...
Yeah, like, this is the problem. Like, we never really established that, too. It's just like, okay, how are we gonna deal with this? Well, like, what's mine and what's yours? But hey, it's way better than how our first unboxing went, because that was so bad. I don't want to remember that, actually.
You still never even... Did we ever, like, get the footage or anything?
No, I didn't, because I didn't like it.
You should give it to me.
No, I don't want to, because I saw the footage, I'm like, this is the stuff that I don't want to be.
I already put, like, you do know I already, like, put out, like, the majority of, like, our older stuff in, like, September.
Yeah, but I don't want them to see how much of a douche I was back then.
It doesn't matter. Like, I was looking back
matter.
to...
My life is on the line if you do that.
Like, people are gonna know that it was a few years ago and such.
And it's like, oh, but I don't want to do anything with that because it's just so weird. Like, we were just as weird, too.
Yeah. But, like...
I mean, I still got the footage. It might be on the network drive, but... that is, if you can look through all my stuff.
Yeah. Because that was with the first CS Toys package, right? With Gills and...
With Gills and Mach.
And, Blade and Shift Fruits and such.
Yeah.
No, that was... I'm thinking the second one, with Dead Heat and such. Yeah, it was with Gills and Mach.
Yeah, the first thing we actually ordered together, I think. No, that wasn't...
I
decided to do it. I decided to buy those. And then I just threw you into it.
Yeah, it was the second one with Dead Heat and such.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it on my computers at the moment, but you can find it on the network drive.
Okay.
I can't watch any of the old footage I have, because I have a massive cringe afterwards. I was like, did I really do that? Oh my god. So yeah, I didn't like the way I was back then. I don't like the way I am now.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know what to do with those, actually. But yeah.
Here we go with another small box. This one I couldn't recognize the return address because it was like Daniel International, something like that. And I was like, oh, this must be mine then. Because like, I'm like, it has to be. the tape is interesting for sure, and my disinfectant wipe was too damp because for some reason it's difficult pulling the sheets out now. Oh wait, actually, I'll be back. So this part wasn't, I believe this part was not cut from this video. Because an hour of the second Nagoya package got cut and it's being put as his own video. But Zryken yesterday gave me this. I think he told me to give it back, but I just threw it in my drawer. Like, my desk drawer. These are the replacement blades, apparently. Jeez, that motorcycle. Also, it's like 4:33 right now. I found it weird that it took a real long time today for the mail to actually come. Yeah, these are his replacement blades, apparently. I should not do that. So, I'm just going to... So, it's been like 3 years since I had this blade. And it's just one of the most... Yeah, that's a huge difference. So obviously you can tell the difference between which one is my old one because it has a gold trim and it's dull as heck because I don't remember if I shared this story before, but basically my sister and brother, they were using my X-Acto knife for something and they like chipped it. But yeah, so here's a new blade. Okay, time to be afraid. So let's dig into this with a new blade. Oh wow, that's smooth. Okay, now I'm literally just cutting into the cardboard. Oh wow, I've never felt this in a while. I've never felt freshness. Okay. Yep, it is what I think it is. Now, first of all, there's no invoice. Shoot. Great. Okay, so the thing with this is that I'm not sure how much I actually got it for because what I assume is that because when I saw this listed, it was only for $16.40. So I was like, heck yeah, that's worth it. So then some of it's kind of like such, but so it was like for $16.40 and then plus $6.90 for shipping, so that would have been like $22 at best. And I was like, heck yeah, that's worth it. And I guess just to state to people, this is the Korean print version, it's not the Japanese version, so I don't mind, I guess, because I'm actually surprised this was actually printed in Korea. So it's still technically a Japanese single. So, but when I try to look again, just because I was curious, I realized that the price increased significantly. It was like $39.40, I believe, and the shipping was still the same. So I was like, wait, did I get the last one? So I went to Zryken because he was telling me like, oh, your 2 albums are being like weird. They're not like being specific. I'm like, well, this one I'm pretty sure will come in like sometime quicker than like the next one. But then, so I asked Zryken to like check the date and such. Oh, wait, not the date. Check the price we got it for. But then he got linked to the same page of $39.40. So I was just like, wow, did we really pay for it that much? Which I was like, of course we didn't. So I'm just gonna assume I did get it for $16.40, to which I'm really happy about because I love this single so much. Paparazzi was one of the last 2 Japanese singles I like got into, which I don't know why I held off this song for so long. And to note to people, this is the limited edition of the CD DVD version, because this one has the close-up edit. Yeah. And this is the only one that actually has in these outfits. The other 2 have their casual clothing, which you barely see throughout the music video. But wow, this is just kind of, I'm really psyched about this one. Doing the page through this is going to be a blast. But yeah. Move on. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, this was the only thing in the mail today, and obviously I kind of figured it would be coming in because it's, we ordered it almost October 5th. Was that Monday? We ordered it 2 weeks ago. So I kind of like estimated from last time it was going to be like 2 weeks or like 17 days exactly. But this took 15 days. So, yeah. Right now, despite being October, it's like snowing. Not very hard, but like, well, very hard for the fall, but it's like snowing. So, because I didn't have any other jackets that had hoods, I'm like, I'm just gonna wear my heavy winter jacket and just like run out there. And I'm like cold right now, but yeah, I think you guys might figure what this is, because it's from our favorite place once again. The front. Let me look at it. I failed to like rip the label because I can't rip the label off of these. But I know it now. I know it actually comes from Los Angeles. Although like I read a DHL like label, I'm like, what? This is from Amazon. How did I do this last time? Didn't I just rip the tape? Oh no. Okay, wait. This is failing on me. I can't fail after last time. I did so well. See, I don't get why packages for me always come on Tuesday. Like, why is Tuesday the day I get things? Okay, so I'm doing something incredibly wrong, so I'm just gonna like rip it just like so. Make sure no invoice is present. So let me remove that first of all and just look at it. I might have to block that. Oh wow, this one was only $25. So it was like $5 less. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna have this experience again, aren't we? We're going to unravel the tape. I'm sorry, like, I don't know what I was talking about last time, and you can't tell already. I was calling this all authentic and such as like, oh no, duh, it came from Korea! And, for one thing I should note, actually, I'll talk about once we get to this, because this packaging is like so secure. It's just that, oh my gosh, it's cold at this. Yeah, I figured. Oh, it's so cold. I got the same photo card set. Oh gosh. See, what I forgot to mention, or what I did not mention, because I figured this out after, I'm sorry about that, is that they specifically state, I'm trying to figure out a way to like actually show this without like showing information, but like it specifically states here, I was reading this on the side when I was talking about it. Maybe after filming that, it clearly says extra gift photo card set. So I don't know what. So like, I apologize if I was acting like all surprised and like, huh, it came with photo cards? Yeah, because it's in the title. But okay, so I just got a cold version of this now. Okay, and yeah, this is from Lionheart. So, I don't know. I was like, are they gonna give me like? I was like, just gonna take whatever, but then I was like, yeah, I kind of assumed they were gonna give me the same thing. But yeah, I got Run Devil Run because why not? It's like, again, it was only $16.90, but like plus $6 for shipping and like tax. It's like $25. Woohoo! Why the heck is this in a DVD case? I don't get it. I like how cold it feels, but if you're not gonna come with a DVD, why the heck do you bother with this? Well, yeah. I'll do a page through on this, and I'll see what poster I'll get through the RNG. Please, RNG gods, give me a Yuna or Jessica poster. I don't know what to do with these extra cards. I'm gonna probably most likely throw it in my duplicate pile. So like, well, I don't have a specific like corner for like duplicates, but like, you know, when I do something about that, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, I can't just give this to someone. Like, I can't randomly just give this to someone, because they're gonna be like, why the heck did you give me like 4 cards for like 8 So, like, I don't know. If you want them, just tell me. Just like, hey, I want these photo cards for no reason whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, just wait until I can actually do something about it. Because, again, I have a lot of, obviously, like, a lot of Gashapon duplicates and such. So, you know, I'm trying to do something about that. Not sure, like, what was this 2 years ago? I talked about doing a giveaway, but then never did it. Obviously, because times like this, I can't really necessarily do stuff like that. But you know, so it's just because I can't do it myself. I have to have like, you know, like, I have to be like, you know, to Zryken, like, hey, I need this, and then I need my oldest brother to drive me there and such, and it's just like, that stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna be the last part or if we're gonna end off with one more Mandarake box. I'm not sure if this is the end. Yeah, we're ending Halloween with this, with an album that came out 10 years ago, specifically in March. Yeah, 2010-03. So yeah, it came out in March, and yet I'm getting it in October because I'm like, because right now on Twitter, because of things I was supposed to do, I'm currently hiding myself behind a SNESD. So I was Jessica for the first 15 days, and I'm going to be Tiffany for the next 15 days, and then 31st will be a surprise because well, it won't be a surprise to anyone because of my name, but you know, this should be coming out a day before Halloween. So yeah, thanks for joining me, or Zryken and I, on our journey on Amanda Rocco. Next month is outrageous for sure. Because, hint, hint, Bai's back in the picture again after a year. So, this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. I'm sorry I ended on this, because, like, literally, I think the video is called The Curse of Amanda Rocco, and yet, like, there, like, half of these are Amazon packages, and then the other half are actually Amanda Rocco. And yeah, again, like, I apologize if, like, there's a sudden, like, if there's like a sudden, like, stop or sudden halt in the second Mandarake box. Excuse me. The fourth one, I meant. The second Nagoya one, because yeah, as I said in the video, the video would have been 4 hours if I kept it in. So I think I'm still gonna do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. I don't know how November's gonna go. I think with November I might actually have to make it, I think I might have to either stick to Fridays or every Friday, or Wednesday, Friday, because I'm actually running out of stuff. Unless I can't do Gaim stuff. Like, again, unless I actually, like, well, if I did Ghost, then I would have actually put those videos up, but yeah, I'm actually running out of content, essentially. It's like, yes, I can actually put out my Beast Morpher reviews, but I don't think that's a thing people would want, like, Wednesday, Friday. And also the Shiny Kirame Changer too. So, I don't know, that might be November. I think content next month is going to be bare. Because, I have a lot of backlog that I can't do. And 01 is still on halt because I need to obtain certain things before I can edit it, which I haven't yet just because of school, but I can't start it because I'm still missing a significant amount, or not a significant amount, but I don't want to say too much. So yeah, this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. I got 3 albums in a month. Woo.